Hey, so your name is Tatsy, back again with another video. In today's video, we will be doing a reaction video to the Flash Season 8 episode, I Don't Know. And do y'all really care? Let's click. So this is a scene with Iris and Sue.
Your phone's toast. I'm downloading Chester's.
Iris is in Coast City doing boss lady shit with Sue. You know what? Sue is actually a really good character. She's my she's good, okay? She made Ralph likable. Okay, no. She made him digestible. Is that a word? I think so. She made him easy to digest. Because I fucking couldn't stand Ralph in season 4 and 5. When Sue came about, oh baby. That was a relationship that I was interested in only because of Sue. Because she was just so like, I love characters like this. Like, she's just so witty and mysterious, and you don't know what she's thinking. You don't, and then on top of that, she's not a superhero. She could easily be a villain, and that just excites me. Like, I don't know, like I just like it. Yeah, I just like her.
I really need to upgrade my service. I can afford it. No, Sue, we don't have that kind of time. I mean, Tanya can.
She can afford it.
Could be anywhere.
What? She can afford a new phone. Phones be costing like $1,200.
This looks like the perfect place to strategize.
Oh yeah, also, I'm glad that they seem very comfortable around each other. The conversation is great. But y'all do notice that this is the first time Iris has had a female interaction with someone that is close in her age bracket. Also concerned about her well-being. And is asking about Iris's well-being instead of talking about themselves for a change. You notice that Iris hasn't had that since season 2 when Linda left. And then they tried to do it in season 4 with Caitlyn by making her Iris's maid of honor for an episode. You remember when they did that whole feminist shit, that feminist whack-ass episode that, was, in my opinion, is the worst fucking episode of the entire series? Remember that? Yeah. They just don't do right by Iris, and it really irks me. It really irks my nerves that they don't do right by her. Like, Barry got all these fucking friends that he don't really consider friends, that is his friends, but it's really his coworkers, but not really his coworkers, it's his employees. And then Cecile, who trying to be Barry's side chick, but he don't want her. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, and Iris ain't got nobody. Literally, Iris has nobody. Like, you could say, oh, back in season 1 and 2 and 3, she had Joe. Back in season 1 and 2, she had Linda. Back in season 4, she had Cecile. What you got to say now? Huh? She never had Caitlyn. Caitlyn and Iris have never been friends. They've been associates. Then, you know, when Iris married Barry, she became an employee. Okay, so like they've never been friends. And yes, they tried to do it back in season 2 when Caitlyn asked Iris if she wanted to help in the med bay, and Caitlyn was like, "I see the way you looking at Barry, girl. What's up?" And she was like, "Oh my God, do you believe in destiny, Caitlyn?" And she was like, "Maybe for you." And then nothing came about that. Nothing. Like, it was just so fucking stupid. Let me calm down. I just would like for Iris to have friendships and conversations with other women outside of it being about the Flash or being about Star Labs. Okay? I would just like that for her. But I think that's too much to ask for Eric, so let's continue.
All the places that we think that she might be, and search them. Great. And we can talk about the real problem while we're doing it.
Right. You act like Sue don't know, girl. Sue is a detective. Well, not really. I'm glad that somebody is noticing that she's off. Nobody else seems to notice.
Last year, I started feeling weird.
Why you didn't tell your husband?
And so, still forced.
First of all, why your children don't know? That's weird. Because her children are from the future, and they was like, oh, mom's going to be fine. She's fine. She's great. And then, now she's not. But then again, there was a hint of Bart insinuating something extra was going to be happening with Iris, but Nora kind of cut in very quickly. I think that was like episode 19, 20. So I don't know. Like this time sickness is very confusing. But what I'm more worried about is why hasn't she told Barry? Like this is the thing that irks me about Eric's style of the Flash. I have said this previously that Eric Wallace is writing his own version of the Flash. He isn't writing it as, oh, I'm continuing the story as an executive producer, but putting my own spin on it. I feel like he's writing the Flash as his own. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck about what happened in prior seasons before me. I'm writing what I want to write right now. And whatever happened, whatever I write, I can just blame whatever doesn't fit on the crisis. But yeah, it seems like he's just revamping the entire show, and not in a good way. Like, everybody has their own style. Like, the first guy from season 1 through 4, and then Todd, and now Eric. Like, they all have their own style, but what Eric is doing is just not working. Like, the whole Allegra character, and then his self-insert with Chester, it's just not good. It's terrible. It's really terrible. That should just goes to show us that we need to start reading people's resumes before we give them jobs now. Shit. Before we entrust them with an entire series that was #1 on a small network for fucking 6 years. Back to Iris, I'm sorry. Right. I wonder what it is. Like, it's really confusing. And where did it come from? Because Nash, back in season 5, Nash was saying how, something about Iris, and something like he waved this type of machine over Iris, and it was beeping really loud, and then nothing came of it at all. And so I'm so confused. Like, and I'm tired. Like, at first, I thought Iris' time sickness was coming from her being pregnant, just for us to find out that she wasn't, because Eric thought it would be anticlimactic. So, it's not about Iris' pregnancy. It has nothing to do with the Mirrorverse, I'm guessing. I don't know. I don't know. Why did they volunteer for Black Hole? Is it because they needed the money? I don't think they needed the money. I forgot what it was about, honestly. I think it was because they tried to, I don't know, because Sue went missing, and then, fuck it, that's not the storyline we need to be paying attention to anyway. We need to be trying to figure out about Iris' time sickness. But I like Sue. I hope they bring her back as a special guest. At least let us see her at least 2 more times. Damn, okay, bitch. She just said, what if he show up with bad? Yeah, that can happen. Like, fuck. Could I at least get my sentence out? What? I'm not the only one running. Girl, first of all, fuck Tanya. You need to be telling your husband. Fuck Tanya. Okay, fuck her. You need to be telling your husband about this fucking sickness. And why hasn't Dion told him about the sickness either? Like, why is y'all keeping it hush-hush? Why is y'all keeping it to yourselves? And did y'all notice that in the first few moments of the episode, Dion was checking out Iris or whatever, and then he was like, yeah, everything seems great. And then she told him her concerns about something that's been going on, like she been missing time and shit like that. And he was like, yeah, I'll ask my sibs about it. Like, how you gonna abbreviate Sims? Like, what? Like, how you gonna shorten the word siblings? Sibs. Like, who the fuck wrote that corny ass shit? Sibs. I was girl, I just be so pissed off with this fucking show. I love Iris. I really do. I love me some Candace Patton. I really do. I love me some Barry. I really do. I love me some Grant Gustin. Y'all know I love me some Grant Gustin now. But baby, honey, sweetie, sugar lumps, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I'm tired. Like, I think I'm going to say this at the end of every video, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, it's just not good. Like I said previously, Eric trying to revamp the whole show, The Flash, isn't cutting it, honey. Why didn't you do, like, yeah, we were complaining about Todd, but at least Todd followed the script. Like, he wasn't trying to outdo nobody. He was just trying to get through one season by himself, okay? Like, I don't understand it. It really irks my nerves that Eric is trying to give camera time to people that can't hold a scene by themselves. It just really irks my nerves. And then you had Cecile over here feeling everybody's shit without consent. But just an episode ago, she said, "Oh, I can't do that. You know, it goes against my moral code." Bitch, what? And then this villain who's like a black fire of grief or whatever. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but not really. And then you had Chester, who had not Chester, his name is Eric. You had Eric, who had an amazing scene. And it would have been even better, Emmy worthy, if Cecile and Allegra weren't there. And then Allegra gonna hug Eric. I didn't have a problem with that at all. It was cute. Whatever. I don't think they should be together, no. But it was cute. And then Cecile gonna hug them too. I said, bitch. Bitch, if you don't back the fuck up off of them. And then Eric and Allegra had a scene together with Cecile. And Cecile over here feeling shit, and I guess she felt that Allegra wanted to be alone with Eric, and so she was like, I'm gonna give y'all two a moment, let me step out. And you know one thing Cecile gonna do, I may not like that bitch, but that bitch sure could walk. I don't give a fuck what everybody say. That bitch was pooching in them hills, girl. Click, clack, click, clack. I love watching Cecile walk away, okay? Walk right out the scene, bitch. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and out.